Cole, if you could tell me what the title is.
Jay, why do you keep doing this to me? Mari Krambu Weebs, my name's Cole, his name is Mike, his name is Jay, we like anime, and this is episode 184 of AniPro. I thought I changed that, maybe I didn't. Anyway, we're here, we're gonna be reviewing a manga today, manga, which I know the name of, I definitely know the name of.
It is hereby dubbed by us as... Cole?
Yes.
Well, you said that you know the name.
The fragrant flower blooms with dignity. That's a very pithy title. That's not difficult to say.
It does not roll off the tongue very well. I call it stinky petals rise with grace.
It's a bit of a tongue twister you gave us this week, Jay.
Well, you know what? What about Kaoru Hana Wari no Saku? Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's easier. That's
Jay's flexing his
I lied.
Duolingo
It's
skills.
Tosaku.
That's
Kaoru
definitely
Hanawari
easier
Tosaku
for me to say.
title.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be reviewing that anyway. Hopefully I like the manga more than I like its English name. We're also going to talk about anime parents. We got a mailbag question as well. That's a bit related to what we were talking about last week as well, but I don't know. We may as well keep mining that rage. Just
dig deep. Also, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Yeah.
So comes out on Father's Day. Yeah.
And Mike's first Father's Day, and now he's got to come on here and just be like, just a casual.
Guess what? I'm a dad.
Well, I know you guys aren't going to wish me anything, so I better, I guess.
Yeah, right. I was already thinking of sending you.
No, I wasn't sure if you remembered that this episode comes out on Father's Day.
I'm going to give you something, all right.
Yeah.
I did genuinely forget. Mike, are you hungry?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm always hungry, baby.
Do you want a knuckle sandwich?
Get some food. Oh, I could die
sandwich?
for a knuckle sandwich. I had an open-faced tuna sandwich for supper. Isn't that a treat?
Oh, I had a certain kind of sandwich today as well for supper.
I also had a sandwich for supper.
Oh, look at us, sandwich gang. Okay, let's all discuss sandwiches for a minute here.
Okay, Jay, what kind of sandwich did you have?
I had one of the most recognizable sandwiches here in North America. Also known as the grilled cheese sandwich.
Ooh, nice. Excellent choice. Excellent choice. Who could possibly hate a grilled cheese sandwich?
Yeah. Who could possibly hate one of those delectable babies?
I don't hate a grilled cheese sandwich. I just think they're overrated. That's all.
Look, you just take 2 slices of cheese, put it in between bread, slap some butter on that bread, put it on a pan.
Yeah.
Flip it.
Grill it.
Melty
cheese.
Melty
Crunchy.
cheese. Dip it in some ketchup when you're done.
Oh no!
Oh, yes, no. Jay. Yes.
Oh no! Tomato soup. If you're gonna go down the route of a grilled cheese.
No, then you're just eating tomato soup.
No, but like the white bread with the butter and cheese is already sweet enough. You don't need the ketchup.
You do need the
ketchup.
ketchup.
I don't use white bread. I'm all rye, baby.
I use rye.
All rye all the time.
Rye.
All bread is kind of sweet. It's
a little bit. Rye is actually quite a sweet bread. It's a very sweet bread.
It's
a good
so
bread.
Sweet. What riveting content.
It's the best
sweetness
bread.
levels of bread quickly here.
Yeah. Okay. So Mike, you had an open tuna face sandwich. You're always about those open face sandwiches.
Those are my 2 sandwich related hot takes. One, grilled cheese wildly overrated because bread, cheese, heat. Whoa, what a concept.
But it's good.
Let him dig his grave. It's fine, Jay.
It's fine. It's a fine. If you want to eat like a baby, it's fine.
I do. I
love grilled
Don't worry. Give me some macaroni and cheese with hot dogs in it, and I'll be happy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But
do that, but remove the hot dogs.
Grilled cheese.
No, Jay.
No, Jay. You're missing the point. You need your protein. You need the protein. You need to cut them up like little octopi too.
Look, I'm a simple man. I just like me some mac and cheese. That's all I need. Just take some mac, take some cheese. We're good.
Yeah. Are you done yelling over me? I was about to describe my sandwich, Jay.
Yeah, no, I want to hear Mike's second hot take on sandwiches.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Mike,
I said grilled cheese
overrated.
overrated. OP, overrated. The second one I'm going to go with is open face sandwich better than 2 pieces of bread. 1 piece of bread is superior because I honestly think most sandwiches, 2 pieces of bread is the meat to bread ratio is off. The meat to filling ratio is off. You
could just put more filling in.
Yeah, just put more bread in.
Thick.
Or put more.
But then like the other thing is rather than eating the sandwich like this, now you've got to like eat it like this.
Or with a fork and knife, and that's lame.
But this is, to be fair,
the
this
efficiency
is also
just isn't there.
Yeah.
Specifically, this is for like any kind of like tuna salad, egg salad, stuff like that. Like if I'm not eating a bologna sandwich open face. I'm not that much of a deviant.
I don't know. I could see you doing it.
I could see you doing it.
I probably would. I am an absolute monster and a deviant. Cole, since speaking of huge deviants, what was your sandwich?
Oh, it was a hot dog.
Oh, you
That's not a
monster.
sandwich.
See, I brought this whole conversation in. We talked about sandwiches for like 5 minutes, and then I hit you guys.
You set
with
that up perfectly.
And then I hit you guys with it was a hot dog. It was a hot dog. Arguably,
it is a sandwich.
Not even a sandwich.
To answer Jay, it is absolutely a sandwich.
It's not.
Here's the thing, though.
Don't you drop it? Don't you say it's a taco to me? I will not stand for you calling it a taco.
It's not. It's a hot dog. A hot dog is a hot dog. Yeah.
Okay. I think a hot dog is like a sub sandwich. It's just small.
Yes.
Yeah. Like a submarine sandwich.
Yeah. It is a piece of bread. Just because all of a sudden you're holding the sliced part vertically, it's not a sandwich?
No.
Get out of here.
It's because the bread is like it's one whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like a sub.
Yeah, like a sub sandwich.
No, sub is sub is just a long sandwich. It doesn't matter.
Hot dog's just a thin sandwich. Thinwich.
Yeah, but it's one piece of bread. It's not 2 pieces of bread.
Like a sub.
And it's not even
Jay,
a sub is
let me explain to you.
A sub is 2 pieces of bread.
No, it's not. It's one piece of bread. No,
yes, it is.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's just simply not.
It is, though.
Sandwich components. Bread. Slice.
Check.
Meat.
Check.
Inside the bread. Check.
So then is a hot dog an open face sandwich? Because it's one piece of bread.
Half.
Arguably.
It's like half.
Arguably.
It's like half.
Yeah.
This is
we're blowing Jay's mind.
So then is a taco a sandwich?
Oh, because it's a different.
It's a taco sandwich.
No, but it's still bread.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same
component. Tortilla is not bread.
But what if you have it as like a soft tortilla? That's bread.
Tortilla's 100% bread.
See, no, it's not leavened. It's not leavened.
It is though. It is leavened. Yeah.
Tortilla?
Yeah.
There's yeast in there. Baking soda, is there?
Yeah, you can't have it on Passover.
It does get bubbles. It does get bubbles. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
right. We're ignorant. We're ignorant.
Yeah.
So taco. So by your definition, a taco is a sandwich.
Yeah, I stand for it. Oh my god!
You guys are getting your minds blown. The only one who's not getting their mind blown today, me.
And also, by your definition, a pizza is a sandwich.
Open face sandwich, sort of.
Oh,
if you have stuffed crust, your pizza's a sandwich.
Here's the thing. Trying to classify food into like distinct categories is just an exercise in insanity, because like it's like the people who argue, a cucumber's actually a fruit. No, it's not.
Yeah,
If you serve me fruit salad and there's cucumber in there, I'm punching until there's no more blood left in my body.
Is a cucumber a fruit?
Yes, it is.
It is a fruit.
So is a tomato. Cole, if I bring you over to my house, if I bring you over to my house and I say, would you like a fruit salad?
Yeah. I would say no, thank you.
I'd
also say no, thank you. Vegetables are vastly better than fruits.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah. But if I said, would you like a bowl of fruit? It's all you can possibly eat. There's nothing else in this house to eat.
If you offered me an orange and $1 billion to peel it.
I still don't get that meme.
And if you need help, there is help will be there someone will be there to help you. And if you don't want to eat it, that's okay too.
That's okay too. No, I dropped that thought experiment on somebody else too, and it's the same reaction. So it goes from like a joke to like an actual like thought experiment, because everybody's expecting like
a real thought experiment.
Like, there's got to be something more here.
There's got to be a twist.
It's like no, I'll give you $1 billion if you just.
It's not a stupid joke.
The thought experiment is just how someone reacts to being told an absolutely idiotic piece of information like that. Is what the thought
it's not even a
experiment
piece of information. It's just like you will peel and eat an orange.
Yeah.
Unless you don't want to.
It's just a hype.
Here's $1 billion.
It's basically here's $1 billion and also an orange. Do whatever you want with both.
Yeah. Yeah. But like the way it reads and like the meme that you sent, it's just like listening to like a 5-year-old describe like their thought conundrum. That's what it sounds like to me.
No, I like how like hyper detailed it is too, because it's like they thought of every question you could have. If you if you need help,
I wouldn't have that many
it.
questions. I wouldn't have that question though.
No, but then you could be like, oh, well, what if I can't peel the orange? Like, oh, the orange must be like an unpeelable orange. Yeah. Oh no, like somebody will help you peel the orange. Oh well, what? Yeah. Like I don't want to eat it. It's probably poison. No, you don't have to eat it either.
Yeah.
Like
it didn't answer. Do I have to eat the peel?
No, you don't have to eat the peel. I answered that directly. I answered.
But like that's not part of the like.
No, that's true. That's true, Jay. You did get me there.
Yeah.
You did get me there. He didn't specify anything about the peel.
About what you were supposed to eat, just that you had to eat the orange.
The orange.
Well, it did say if you don't want to eat the orange, that's okay too. So
that's okay too. Yeah. So just someone gives you $1 billion is the
and
really
an orange,
like
but you can give the orange
in
back.
This episode or something cool, because I feel like most people I've never run across it except for literally when you've sent it to me. That's the only time I've seen this meme.
I asked you it last week.
I know. And then you sent the meme in our Instagram chat. And then I was like, this is where Cole got it from.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, I've never heard this before.
This is the first time I'm hearing this week.
Yeah.
Oh man, we're off the rails today. How are you guys?
It's a weird day. It's a weird day.
That's okay. That's okay. It's fun to mix it up sometimes.
I know. I feel like I like the vibe today. I like the vibe.
Yeah. Before I get into whatever they got to say, make sure you subscribe, comment, all of that stuff. Come on over to our Discord. Links are in the description. All of that. Mike, what did you do today? What did you do today, Mike?
Well, what did I do today? I worked is the answer. I worked some overtime today. I don't. That's all. I basically.
You made some cheddar.
I made some cheddar to pay for items that I've purchased.
And put it in a grilled cheese sandwich.
No. If you're making grilled cheese, that's my other take on grilled cheese sandwiches. If you must grill cheese, you must grill the cheese with the bread, and you're using anything other than like a Velveeta slice or like a cheese slice in there.
Like a Kraft single?
Yeah, it needs to be gooey, ooey cheese. And
Kraft singles like
greasy.
That's like the bottom rung of grilled cheese. Like I'm
kind of with Mike on this one.
It's entry level.
I have the same take on cheeseburgers. Don't give me fancy cheese. Give me American cheese on a cheeseburger.
No, I disagree.
No, miss me with that one. That one.
Anyway, you guys are wrong and I'm right. That's simply how this must go.
As usual.
Well, majority rules says otherwise.
Well, okay, listeners, please comment because I know I'm right on this one. What was I going to say? Oh yeah. I started our listeners' choice tournament, and it's probably done by the time you're listening to this. So tune in next week because I think we might be able to announce the winner. If you're not in our Discord, we are deciding our listeners' choice this time. We already decided last week which anime we liked of the best ones that were suggested. But we're letting the listener, decide which one is the listener's choice in like, what is it, 3 months from now, roughly?
Yeah, 4 months. 4 months, yeah.
And
also, if you're not in the Discord, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Go into our Discord.
Get with it. Get more active.
That's where the cool kids are.
Yeah. You can talk to us 24 hours a day. Here's the deal. If you go in there, either I'm awake or Jay's awake. It's a
This is true.
There's no middle ground. There's no time when we're both awake except for recording.
I literally go to bed when Mike gets up.
And then Cole's in there sometimes.
Sometimes. I was gonna say, and I'm floating somewhere. He's just somewhere in the ether.
If you ping Cole, he will respond though.
Usually,
yeah. If you ping me, I'll probably.
He's an enigma. He's an enigma of his own making.
I don't know.
I get it. I totally.
I see the notification, and then I'm like, I'll get to it later, and then
you swipe it away,
and then I forget.
And then you forget.
No, and then the next time I look at my phone, it's just like a million notifications. I really got to like start filtering my notifications.
You know what? I did that not too long ago, where I literally like if I put something on my phone, if I see a notification and I don't like it, what I'll do is I'll just like. I'm an Android boy. I think we're all Android boys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you just like long tap on it, you can like turn off notifications for that app. I do that all the time. It's just like everything has to send you 1,000 notifications.
Let's see. I'm going to open my phone right now. See how many notifications I got. One
for Discord
2,
in the
3,
server. 4. I just get alerts in our business chat. Everything else is like if I'm in the server, I
have 11 notifications sitting on my phone.
That's why you haven't paid attention to my votes. But since Jay's also not paying attention to my votes, tell me what you're doing instead, Jay. What's up with you?
So this is old news from when you're listening to this, but for us, recently, the Nintendo Switch 2 just came out. And I believe, as of right now, none of the three of us actually own it in our hands.
No. I'm not in a hurry to get it either, to be honest. You guys probably, I think, would be more likely to get it quicker. I'm assuming.
I own one. It's in my bedroom right now.
Oh, you have a Switch too?
Did it get to you already?
Yeah, I picked it up yesterday.
Oh, I knew you ordered it. I didn't know. I thought it was being shipped to you.
No, Best Buy in Canada, at least, they did the smart thing, and to fight scalpers, they're just not shipping it. You have to go to the store and pick it up.
Oh, clever girl.
Yeah. So that's why if you want one, you could actually probably go on
just walk in and get one.
And just you probably could walk in and get one. Yeah, it's actually like, and it's also not super highly in demand either, because it really does feel like, I was thinking of this as I was unboxing it. First of all, I haven't played it very much, but like my impressions with it right away, it's like it's very premium. It feels like a premium version of the Switch, and it really, to me, in my limited use of it, really just feels like the Switch Pro people have been asking for, not so much a Switch 2.
Mike, can you move your mic a little bit closer to you?
Yeah.
Getting like that? Little too much. Yeah, that's better. Thank you.
Yeah, it moved down. I must have bumped it or something.
Yeah. You sound so sultry now.
Oh, I sound so good. Yeah, no, the Switch 2. Jay, what did you want to say about it?
Just like I've been watching a lot of stuff online. Mario Kart World looks really good. But the big thing I want to play on that thing is Wind Waker. I want to be able to play that thing wherever and whenever.
Yeah, play that thing.
Yeah.
Because
I kind of buy it tomorrow.
Wow, it's pretty pricey.
It's pretty pricey. It's like I think it's the same price as a PS5 is, which is also expensive.
It was $699 Canadian for the console.
Was that the Mario Kart bundle that you bought?
No, the Mario Kart bundle. Oh no, sorry. The Mario Kart bundle is $699. I got just the console, which was $599 Canadian dollars.
Okay. Did you buy a game?
599 loonies and it actually came to like 704 after tax. And then
that's not that
I bought
cheap,
Mario Kart. It's not cheap. It's not. I mean, it's
comparatively, it's not as bad as a PS5.
No. And it's like quite a bit more powerful than the Switch. You can tell. Like we were just kind of goofing around in Mario Kart a little bit, and it's like, oh, okay, this like feels modern. Like it feels like a modern console. It's nice.
I was watching people play Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and like, that thing looks buttery smooth. Like,
the windmill rotates, Jay. It's not just It's not just the windmill rotates now. It's not just a slideshow.
It's also really funny because I'm watching a lot of people on YouTube realize just how conditioned we are with Pokemon. To just like accept whatever.
Yeah, whatever slop they feed us.
Yeah.
Eat your slop, pig.
Because like when it's finally like playable, it's like we're all like, whoa, this is, and like that's just standard.
Yeah.
So
I know. But you know what? I feel vindicated because I've constantly been complaining that I couldn't even like really, I had to force myself to finish Scarlet and Violet because it was so bad to play on the original Switch.
I still thought it was fun. It's just
a fun game.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's just so, it almost honestly like made me like dizzy sometimes while playing it because it's so janky.
Yeah.
Really?
How like low FPS it is. It was like, it reminded me of playing Halo on my parents' computer in like 2002. And it's like, this machine is not built for this, but I will do it anyway.
But I will
on my dial-up modem.
It will happen.
Square peg in a round hole.
Yeah. Cool console though. I don't see the point of buying one right this second, other than unless you're like Jay and want to play Wind Waker. To be honest with you,
it also just like only has one brand new exclusive or one brand new game, which is Mario Kart. Everything else is either a remake, a port, or some other pre-existing game.
I couldn't help but be reminded of the Wii U while I was playing it yesterday a little bit, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Like just in terms of like
way or a bad way?
Kind of in a bad way. I was kind of like,
okay.
Oh, this is just really like the Switch. Like I said, it's the Switch Pro. It's the Switch Pro people have been asking for. It's not, it doesn't feel like a new console. It really doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an upgrade.
Yeah. I'm going to hold off on it, I think, because
there's no reason to get it right now.
No, yeah. I mean, they're still making PlayStation 4 games. Like,
yeah.
It'll be a couple years before I feel any need to actually get it. Not to mention, I'm not like the biggest Nintendo guy anyway. So,
well, honestly, that's a correct choice because they frankly don't treat me very well as a lifelong Nintendo stan. They just take my money. They just take my money away.
Take
from
you
me.
for
Give me
granted.
Fun games.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, but But Cole, what are you a stan of?
F1 right now. Still going.
Still going.
Good news.
Okay.
I got some official licensed merch now.
Oh, it
nice.
came in?
See this shirt?
Yeah.
See?
Oh, look at that. See? He's always got a plan, Jay. He's always got a plan. Last week it was the hair. This week it's the shirt.
Did it come in, Mike? Funny you ask. No.
Oh.
No. The scam stuff.
Scam?
Completely scam. Say bye-bye
1,000% scam. That money's gone. Okay.
So that
RIP
scam, the scam money was about $50. This shirt was twice as much as those those 3 shirts would have been. Yeah. But it's a nice, it's a pretty nice.
It looks
polo.
nice.
Yeah, it's a nice color. People were like,
it looks good.
It's a nice shirt.
Yeah, so, I wouldn't have known it was merch until you turned your back to me.
Mm-hmm. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Like I wore this at work today. It just looks like a polo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's like
it is just a polo.
Yeah, it's just on the back. It says
Yeah.
Aston Martin Formula One team. And on the front, there's like a little patch. It's nice. No race this weekend, though, boys. No race this weekend.
Oh, no race. Oh, shoot. I was going to watch this weekend.
Yeah. Well, hey, Mike, good news. Next weekend, Canadian Grand Prix. So that means it's at a normal time.
I'm busy that weekend. Oh, it's actually a Canadian one. Oh, in Montreal?
In Montreal. Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. I think it's at like 1 p.m. Yeah, it's Father's Day, but sorry, Dad. I got a race to watch.
You know what
is? You can come over and hang out with me.
You know what?
The real father in your life.
I'm going out to see my dad.
You know what? It's this weekend though.
Shots fired at my dad. Jeez.
Yeah, well, he's a cool guy, but that's about it.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding. Yeah. He's gonna be so mad when he listens to this.
The Stanley Cup Finals.
Ooh, that's right. We're missing it right now. Actually,
we are literally missing it right this second. The score is currently the score is currently 1-1. Oilers just scored as we speak.
Okay, wait. Before you guys say another word,
we
are not. You cannot openly root for a Canadian team on this podcast while they are actively playing. I'm putting the kibosh on this right now.
Okay.
Not on recording. Not while we're recording. We've done this before. Okay. We've been down this road before.
Sure.
Sure. So may the best team win.
May the best team win. As of recording, they're playing game 2. Did you guys watch game 1?
No.
I watched the end of it.
Yeah. What a game. Good game.
That was a crazy game.
Yeah. It was back and forth, physical game. Like clearly the 2 best teams in the NHL are in the finals right now.
Yeah. And that's why it's a rematch, right? Like it's
Yeah.
It's like no one was like that surprised. They were like, okay, this makes a lot of sense. And man, I hope Connor McDavid comes so angry. I hope he comes so angry and he's ready. I hope he's going to take their lunch and eat it too. Oh,
I'm not saying that. Just to be clear, we don't want anything.
Yeah, we don't.
No, that's true. We don't. Yeah.
You know what? You know what? I'm hoping for the Florida Panthers to win.
No, that's too far, Jay. You know what I'm hoping for?
That's bad juju.
You know what I'm hoping for? A good, clean series of hockey. Some good.
I'm hoping no one gets hurt. I'm hoping no one gets hurt. That's what I hope for.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for a good Christian game of hockey.
Exactly. A good Christian game of hockey.
Prayer before the game. Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about the people so we sent a bunch of people from my work to Vegas for like a conference thing that I work with, and they went and saw a hockey game. I didn't go. No. It was like right before I went to Japan, so I was like,
"Oh, okay, yeah."
I was saving money for the Japan trip, and they went to a hockey game while they were there, and it was I don't know if Cole, you might remember this, but in the hockey game, it ended 1-0. Mm-hmm. There were no fights, no hits, no penalties, and I think it was 15 total shots. It was like they actually ran the stats, and it was like the most boring game since 1942 or something. Like literally they just watched a bunch of dudes skate around for 60 minutes basically.
That's weird. Like Vegas is a pretty hard team. Like you'd think that they would. My least favorite team in the NHL, by the way. I hate Vegas.
Yeah,
hate them. They haven't suffered. They haven't suffered enough.
Well, they lost to Edmonton.
Yeah, but they've also won a Stanley Cup.
Yeah,
this is true.
They made it to the final in their first year and then won a cup in their third. It's not fair, Jay. They haven't suffered like we have.
Oh, it was versus the Oilers. It was the most boring game. Actually, I looked it up. Yeah.
Also, that's super weird. Like 2 really good teams.
I know. Isn't that weird? Yeah.
McDavid clearly wasn't playing. Because I mean, McDavid is electric to begin with. McJesus, McDonald's?
I don't know.
Daddy?
Oh,
McDaddy.
Mick?
Let's talk about anime parents. I was trying to come up with something.
Oh, yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Daddy McDavid?
Daddy McDavid, Daddy.
Get us out of this segue, Daddy Cole or Daddy J. Big Daddy J has a ring to it too, and honestly, Jay, take it away, Big Daddy J.
Yeah, this was your
thing. This is Jay's episode.
This is Big Daddy J's episode.
Yeah, come on, Big Daddy J.
Oh no, what have I done?
He's loving it. He's loving it, Cole. We must continue.
He's blushing.
So we're gonna start the first half by just talking about anime parents. And I want to do a bit of a discussion about it. So I do have a couple of questions that I wanted to talk about. So anime parents, why are they never present? And kind of why is this trope? Why is it such a big trope? Why does the anime community care so much about dad's never home?
Yeah.
And we can also talk about anime parents that we like and stuff like that.
Anime parents in general. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the trope of the the parents never being home is definitely alive and well at all times. Whether the parents are just never home or how do I say this diplomatically?
Unalived?
Dead is what I'm trying to think of.
Yes.
I mean, for the parents not being home, it's just it's like wish fulfillment, right? If you're like a kid watching an anime, you're like, oh man, imagine my parents just being away all the time, or paying for a house for me, which is also just insane.
I wonder if it does happen more often in Japan though. I know it's because I know usually I think the dads are usually pretty absent in anime, and I think that might be kind of based on reality because I think it's pretty common for men to work obscene hours there. I think,
and then it's kind of oh, my dad worked a lot of hours. Well, this character's dad is in heaven, dead.
Yeah,
he's been Lamborghini Murcielago'd to the next life. He's murked. He's gone. Yeah. But I don't really. I whenever I hear people say I wish the parents were more of a thing. Why aren't the parents in this anime? And I think honestly, I'm pro not having the parents sometimes. Even most of the time, I'd say, because what are they going to add to this?
What are they really?
It's kind of like Chekhov's gun thing, where it's if they're not going to do anything, then why have them?
It's right? Jay, have you ever watched the little known anime K-On?
Never heard of it.
No? Okay, so there's the main character Yui and her sister Ui.
Okay.
And their parents are never, ever, ever home. And then, it's what if they were? What are they
going to add to this show?
What are they going to add to it? There? Also, why aren't they there? What do they take away from it? It's not like these are girls who are I don't know, magical girls who benefit from their parents not being home. No, they're just normal teenage girls whose parents are absent.
Or
we get nothing out of it,
and they just aren't interacting with them because that their interaction doesn't matter to the story.
Yeah. I think they often say like, oh, their parents are like always away on trips or something like that.
Yeah,
So, like,
I just mean like in like a scenario where the parents don't appear in the show. Like it could be like they do and they just don't talk about it.
Yeah, they're like Lane's parents. They're just like having a loveless marriage in their kitchen. Just
Lane's parents. Go listen to our Lane review. I don't know if we explained that reference though, but go watch Lane. Actually, go watch Lane.
Go watch Lane. Yeah. We love Lane.
There's lots of good examples of like anime parents, but I think like it's funnier to talk about the bad ones personally because I think they're funnier. Like everyone loves a good Show Tucker meme, for example.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. Let me just one last thing because I mentioned like why people might have parents just not being present, and the other flip side of it is like why are parents dead? It's for sympathy. Naruto's parents are dead at the beginning of the story because you want to feel sorry for Naruto. Pretty clearly. Yeah.
It's the same thing as like at the beginning of the story if someone saves a cat from a tree. You want to like it's the easiest way to get the audience to be like, "Oh, they're a good person."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Or they rescue a girl from bullies or something in the beginning of the manga.
Yeah, and they smash their head on the wall.
They smash their head on the wall. Very classic trope.
Yeah. Who hasn't smashed their head on the wall? What's Jay drinking this week?
Jay's drinking red this week.
Jay's drinking red, everybody.
It's blood.
That's why he's so fired up.
Mike and I both just like stopped.
Locked in. Yeah, locked in.
What is Jay drinking?
That was like squirrel attention span. Like, holy.
But it's always a question because like it's inevitably the water bottle comes up and what color is it going to be this week? What color is it going to be this week?
Yeah,
this week?
Red this week.
The answer is red.
Next time he drinks it, he's going to squeeze it so hard. I know.
Red Dead Redemption. Yeah.
The audio only people are going to be like, what are these guys talking about?
Well, they should be watching us on YouTube then, I guess.
We're talking about Jay's mystery drink that he always drinks.
Yeah.
He's always got
Cole brings up another mystery drink.
Well, that's some dark. That looks like. Is that wine?
Is that wine?
No, it's
is that cola?
It's Dr. Pepper and
that's
a
why
little
it's so
whiskey
dark.
in there. A little whiskey.
Ooh,
is that Dr. Pepper? Is that Dr. Pepper? Ooh.
I had a Dr. Pepper Slurpee yesterday. It was quite good.
I haven't had Dr.
Parents,
Pepper
though.
in like
Never had a Slurpee.
a week.
Never had a Slurpee.
Never had a Slurpee?
Don't listen to him. It's not true.
I've
I've
never
bought
had
him
a
a Slurpee. He brings this up. He's a monster.
So on the theme of like bad parents, we were talking about
bad
and
parents.
Mike kind of wanted to like
my mom
like bring up on this
I love you,
on
Mom.
this Holy
I love
Father's Day wanted to bring up horrible anime parents.
Yes.
Do you know what you just reminded me of, Cole? The story Cody Bot told me about your mom, your parents. I'm not going to say it on the podcast. That's too mean. That's too mean.
I think Jay knows that story.
Yeah, of course they do.
The story.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm like basically a part of that story now.
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Anime parents, though, yeah. Jay, Daddy Jay, bring us home.
Yeah, please, Daddy.
So bad anime parents. You know, like it. Obviously, we talk about like Show Tucker all the time. It's like the quintessential.
Show Tucker's yeah. He's the poster child for like when people talk about anime parents. He's the first one I think most people think of. Honestly, I'll be real with you. That's the first one that I think of, even though it's like
I think of Gendo Ikari.
Gendo would be a solid number 2. Yeah.
Awful father. Just absolutely traumatized his child. And you know what? The world is also like will not let his trauma go.
Yeah.
Shinji's a little wuss. Oh, never mind.
Shinji.
Never mind his like ultra trauma. The trauma truck is backing up, and guess what? It's dumping its load all over Shinji. I almost said my cat's name.
Why poor Ninji?
Ninji. No, he's
poor
safe.
Cole's
Not
cat.
Kitty. Yeah.
He's safe.
He's
okay.
I actually like I looked up a list of like bad parents or whatever.
Oh,
and
good.
It's funny because it says his obsession with the human instrumentality project and reunion with his blank. I'm not going to say that because it's spoilers. Leads him to make morally questionable decisions. That's putting it lightly.
Yeah, I'd say morally questionable. Definitely. Who else is on that list, Mike? Oh, Goku. Terrible father.
Yeah,
father.
frankly. He's not built for fatherhood. He's just not.
Not to derail us again. I totally am derailing us, and I.
So you mean to derail us again?
Yeah. We were talking. Me and my coworkers were talking yesterday about how like Piccolo is the ultimate aura farmer in Dragon Ball Z. He just shows up.
He is, though.
He just shows up, poses, mean mugs, and then just gets like wrecked every time, every single time. And I'm here for it. I forgot Piccolo's.
I love me a Piccolo.
Piccolo's awesome. Yeah,
he's the best dad on that show too. Honestly.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Other than maybe Gohan in nowadays, but
Gohan's even a pretty bad dad. Like even in the movie, he just kind of like, Piccolo, you got to go pick up my daughter because I'm busy studying.
That's true. He's like, he's kind of like if Goku was like a nerd, if he's obsessed with being a nerd. Yeah, that's true.
I guess it runs in the family.
I guess so. Yeah, that's true.
That's the one that comes off the top of my head. Are there any other ones that just come off the top of your head before Mike starts diving into that list?
I don't have many on the list.
For bad parents, I'm gonna throw it out that probably wouldn't immediately come to you, but like when you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. Gon's dad from Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, he's just kind of like the ultimate absentee father for sure.
He's absent, and like he leaves Gon a letter and is like, I'm reading Hunter x Hunter right now, so that's why I know a lot about Hunter x Hunter right now.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's like, look, if you're looking for me, I don't want to see you, actually.
Yeah, he's terrible. And then like he finally does meet up with Gon again, and he's like, well, that was nice. See you later.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. It's like, hey, you found me. How's it going?
Good for you. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye again.
Oh, I'm scrolling through the list here. Here's one that all three of us know. The mom from Your Lie in April, who was not trigger warning.
Yeah.
A little bit for that one.
Yeah.
Another trigger warning one was like Guts' adoptive father.
Oh,
Mike.
Yeah.
Gambino.
Read Berserk. Yeah. All my homies hate Gambino.
Yeah.
Honestly, like as much
except
as
for that one homie, but we don't talk to him.
He's
anymore.
Questionable too. He also like do the homies hate Gambino or Griffith more?
Probably
I feel like Gambino.
People love Griffith.
Because Griffith's the thing with Griffith is he is so charismatic that his
charisma transcends the media. The medium.
Yeah, you're literally reading this book where it's like this guy's the worst person ever to live, but god damn it, is he cool?
Yeah.
And
it's like he's brainwashing everybody in the world of Berserk.
Yeah.
And then he's also brainwashing us here IRL. So
yeah.
I could
just like
go ahead.
Tangentially on the subject of that, Johan's kind of like that from Monster. Like kinda. Not as a parent, but like
very similar.
He's a terrible person, but he's super charismatic.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, I don't like some of these.
That's too bad. What about like the mom from Kill la Kill? It's kind of spoilers to say like a little bit about it.
Cool. Yeah.
But yeah, she's also not cool. She's not cool to her daughters for sure.
Yeah, daughter.
Yeah.
Daughter.
Yeah.
Singular daughter.
Yes, that's daughter. What I said. Yes.
Yeah.
The funny thing is by you doing that, you drew
attention to. No.
You know who else?
Don't bring up more attention to it.
Yeah. Charles Z. Britannia from Code Geass.
He sucks.
Yeah.
He sucks.
Yeah, he sucks.
Yeah, he sucks.
That guy really sucks. I'm looking at the list here, Mike. I don't know if I've got the same one. Is it the ranker list?
No, I asked ChatGPT.
Oh, okay. I've got one here.
List of 10 of bad parents. Yeah.
Grisha Jaeger from Attack on Titan. That's a bad take. I don't think he's a bad parent as much as he's brainwashed by his son in the future.
Yeah. Honestly, like he's kind of he's in the Gendo category for me, I think a little bit, but like he's like a Gendo light where he's like he's also being manipulated, so it's not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about him.
Kaio's mom from Erased.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, just like kind of obvious, but
as like a
trigger warning.
Yeah, not a cool lady, I would say.
Yeah.
You know who is cool, and I definitely don't agree with being not cool. I wouldn't say, but like the Ray's adoptive father from March Comes In Like a Lion. Yeah, he's on the list here, but like he adopts Ray and. But I guess he's kind of like distant to it. Like he's distant. That's like the worst of his. That's like his biggest crime.
Yeah,
it's like he's distant to his actual children. Yeah.
I mean, when you compare Distant to Gambino, I don't know.
Gambino is not distant.
He's not distant. He should have been distant. He should have been much more distant.
Yeah, should have been. Well, he got what.
Do we want to talk about
what was coming?
Yeah, he did. He did. Do we want to talk about good ones maybe before we head into the break?
Yeah, we can talk about good parents.
First
one on my list is Mike. Mike, you're on my list. Good parents.
Is it? Oh, hey, thank you very much. My number one.
That's my present to you.
Thank you very much.
Jay, yours is in the mail, Daddy.
I'm not a dad yet,
Jay.
so
that you know of. You know of. Maze Hughes from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is the classic. That's the classic. Good dad example.
Good dad. Toru's mom from Fruits Basket.
Yeah,
mom. Well, I mean, based on like what little we see of her, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
What I like about her as like an anime parent too is she's like actually like a fleshed out character, and she's not just like this one-dimensional support. Like, frankly, a lot of the anime parents are like one-dimensional support systems for the main character. And
yes,
in Fruits Basket, Toru's mom like actually goes through some stuff, and they actually like deal with it, I think, and like kind of it's like a pretty good plot point, and I think that's something that more anime should do, I'd say.
She's got like a whole plot thing. She's quite like forward in the story, and she's dead. She's not even alive in the story.
Yeah. God, Fruits Basket's good. God, Fruits Basket's so good.
Fruits Basket is so good. So we get we get our cake and we get to eat it too. We get our dead parent trope because like we need to have Toru be like a sympathetic character, and we also get like a good mother.
Yeah.
But now she's no longer alive.
Yeah.
So
also, when I think of like good parents, and this is an anime that we've reviewed as well, but what's his name's mom? Ryuji's mom from Toradora. Love her. She's great.
Love her. Yeah.
Oh, I forget her name. right now. But
Ryoko?
Ryoko. That sounds right.
Is that it?
Maybe.
Jay? You're good with names.
Jay?
I look. I don't look up Toradora that much.
Jay's a hater.
Cool.
But Jay, you did mention Erased too, and the other mom from Erased,
yes,
the protagonist mom, is who I thought when you said
mom.
Yeah, when you said the mom from Erased, I was like, but she's a good mom, and then I remembered who you were talking about, and I was like,
not that mom.
The other mom.
Yasuko.
Yeah, Yasuko. That's it. Yasuko. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's good. Good mom or good parents in general. Oh, Mami Misato, obviously.
Not technically a mother. Probably for the best.
Well, no, she's a mother. Oh no,
is she?
Spoilers for the Rebuild movies.
Oh, dang.
Shinji
impregnates her or what?
No, not Shinji.
No,
let's be real. The other guy that she's in like a relationship with.
Oh, the one that actually would, the one she like.
Kaiji?
Anyway.
Yeah, whatever.
Kaiji maybe.
Yeah. Jay, what were you going to say before I so rudely cut you off?
Oh, I have one.
And that I apologize for like immensely.
Are you going to keep?
I'm sorry for cutting you off. I'm sorry for cutting you off, Jay. Please.
I see what's happening here, and I
don't.
I'm done. I'm done. The bit's over. Go ahead. I'll even mute myself.
He's
I'm
not
just
muted.
waiting for him to. He isn't muted. He's going to unmute himself the second you start talking, though.
Yeah.
Watch.
No.
He's saying no. Okay, Jay.
He's saying no. But I was just gonna say I have one for like right before we get to a break. As like a good transition.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. The mom from Fragrant Flower, Reintaro's mom.
Yes.
Yes.
She's a good mom.
Yes.
She's
a good mom.
I like her. Very sympathetic. Very sympathetic. And I don't know
like,
if there's like the rest of the family.
Bit. Yeah,
there is.
That's
well,
so far.
I haven't
though,
seen her. Them.
So far, just dad. Dad, I haven't seen. Dad right now.
There was like a sibling. I thought I saw a sibling in the background.
There's like a flashback they showed where they showed there's like a brother and dad, but for some reason the brother and dad have their eyes. They have the classic trope of they don't have eyes because you don't. There's something about them you don't know.
Something about them. Do you guys want to? So we've got to reveal our upcoming manga reviews. Do you guys want to do it in stages? I could reveal mine right now.
Sure.
Let's just do all three right now.
Yeah, sure. We can do all three right now. Sure.
It's a packed episode.
I've got it right here.
So,
I've got it right here. So if you look in the reflection,
AniPro order.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Of course.
Then that way nobody steals mine.
Okay.
AniPro order, Cole goes first. That's me, Cole.
Okay.
First place goes to Aston Martin in this situation, but not IRL because they are not a very good team.
What was he talking about, Jay? I'm so confused.
F1. I want to review a manga that Jay introduced me to. It's sitting at a nice 70 score. Its genres, action, comedy, tags, aliens. Come on,
Oh,
guys.
he's in.
Urban
He's
fantasy, work, urban, female protagonist, male protagonist. Just lots and lots of good stuff. I want to review a manga that Jay was so kind to purchase for me, but he for some reason is displaying it behind him. I want to review Cosmos. There it is, Jay. There it is. You moved strategically to reveal it. I got.
It's almost as though I planned as such.
I gotta go find it. I gotta go get it from Jay.
Yeah.
So be ready.
Like
Get ready. I'm coming.
I've also just I'm excited because like all three of us were like interested in that one. Like we all we all three of us saw Viz Media or whatever posted like on their Instagram and something that the volume 1's out for sale. And we all read the synopsis and all three of us were like, that sounds pretty cool.
That sounds cool. Jay's read it before he says I've actually read it. Yeah. And Jay recommended it to me. He's like, it's like Men in Black, but like manga. I'm like, yeah, okay. That sounds hella cool. I'm in. Yeah, I love Men in Black.
Yeah.
Men in Black is top 20 films, I'd say. I'd throw it in there. I love Men in Black. It's the first one. The first one's a good movie. Yeah. Anyway, Mike, it's your turn.
Hi. It's my turn. And I will also nominate something. And I also found it kind of interesting because AniPro order is just in terms of order of amount of prep that the hosts do for the podcasts, from least to most.
Generally.
So that's
I see.
Yeah. So it makes a lot of sense because the guy who's got all the schemes, he's got contingency plans. You know he's got contingency plans. Jay, how many manga do you have on your list for us to review right now?
Like 6.
Yeah.
Knew it.
Yeah. He's got
I have two.
machinations.
In case.
Yeah.
And I'm picking this one. It is something that I've really never thought to read before, but I see it's getting an anime adaptation soon. It's a seinen manga, as I am one to like. Okay. It features someone with a disability. There's dancing, school. Okay. What if I asked you guys if you wanted to can we have like one dance or like a wand dance? That's what the name of the manga is, Wand Dance. I want to review the first 3 volumes of Wand Dance with you guys. Because it's getting an anime adaptation this fall.
Yeah.
Okay.
What better time than now, the present, to review an anime or a manga that's coming out?
The choreography for the anime?
Let me know. Hit me with it.
Michael Jackson.
No.
Probably not.
The choreographer for Twice.
Rie Hata.
Oh,
what? I knew that, I think. No, I didn't. I didn't know that. She's choreographed for Twice?
Twice, BTS, tons of other people.
I went to her Twitter and I see my boy JYP on her very top of her Twitter, so I'm a fan already. That's awesome.
Follow.
And Madhouse is doing it's by Madhouse.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be
Madhouse.
good.
That was another selling feature. I was like, okay, this is Madhouse is doing this. It seems interesting. The last dance thing we watched was Dance Dance Danceur, and I remember all three of us quite liked it. And this actually kind of seems like the reputation this has is like the quintessential dance drama manga, right? So
it's also very
how can we
different.
Go wrong?
Because like it's hip hop, not like classical dance or ballet or whatever. Yeah.
I'm interested. Yeah. So Wand Dance, we're going to read the first 3 volumes of that after we read Cosmos. Delightfully short titles we've picked so far, Cole. Hopefully Jay's is not a lot longer because I like short titles. And they're easy to say. Wand Dance, Cosmos, Jay, Big Daddy Jay, Sweet Baby Jay. Hit us with it. That
leaves me. And my pick is a shonen manga that I feel like has gotten pretty popular since it came out, but like not super popular. I want to check it out because it's kind of similar to other stuff that I feel like has entered that popularity zeitgeist. It came out in 2022. It is currently sitting at a mean score of 77%. Genres include action, comedy, and romance. And just a couple tags here. We got assassins, surreal comedy, female protagonist, crime, and primarily adult cast.
Okay.
So
I like crime.
my
crime.
pick for our next review is Kindergarten Wars.
Okay.
Kindergarten
Kindergarten
Wars.
Wars.
It's
You
not
guys
a
are coming-
Tuma. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Um, I feel like this one's very
Great
similar to
movie,
stuff
great
like
movie.
Spy Family and Sakamoto Days, which are very popular. And like, it kind of also has its own vibe to it, and I wanna check it out because the first volume also just came out over here in the West, and I want to see like is it worth a read?
Okay, good. I like when you guys introduce me to stuff that I would never ever read.
That's what I try to
Wombat,
do with this. Is like things I wouldn't normally get
Wars.
into.
Cosmos, Jay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got a pretty good lineup here. I haven't started Cosmos yet. I have not started it because
Jay,
Jay's holding my manga hostage, and he refuses
now
to
you
give it
can.
to me for some reason.
Now you can because we're reading it next. You have to read it by
You
like
have
about a
to.
month from now. Yeah.
I keep asking him to give me my manga, and he says no. He just says no, like in his Jay way of saying no.
I go, well, when when we meet to exchange for me to let go of the hostage, I'll go, you got the money,
You got the goods.
you got
the goods. And then I'm
and
gonna say,
like
yes.
we're both gonna meet in like a back alley with trench
Yeah.
coats and a big fedora.
You weren't followed, were you? And then I'll be like, no, I swear. Little does Jay know I've got a microphone taped to my chest.
Yeah. And where's the other
police
end? Where's the cord plugged in? He won't know.
Into my
won't know.
butt. Into my butt.
Yeah, that's
It's not right. It's not actually recording anything. It's just
Yeah,
that just
it's just there for pleasure.
It's just there.
It's there for me.
Yeah.
Well, when we get back from this break, we're gonna answer a mailbag question, and then we'll get into a review for Cole. Take it away on this title that you prepared for.
Thank you. The fragrant flower blooms with dignity. It wasn't
Excellent.
written down, so I actually remembered it. That's a tough title, though. But let's. I don't know. Maybe
I feel
we
like
should go to
alliteration slips you.
break.
All right. Before we jump back in the podcast, we wanted to quickly mention a few ways you can support AniPro and get even more weeby goodness. First, our Patreon. Want early access to the episodes? Boom. Monthly bonus episodes? You got it. Plus, your generous support on Patreon helps us cover the cost of producing the podcast. Also, we're always hanging out with the AniPro community in our Discord server, talking about anime, manga, video games, and debating the best condiment for a hot dog. Come join the fun. And finally, if you're enjoying the show, please, please, please take a moment to rate and review us wherever you listen to podcasts. It makes a huge difference in helping other listeners find us. Seriously, it would mean the world to us. Thanks for listening. Now let's get into that second half.
Welcome back to AniPro. Thank you for putting up with us in our absolutely unhinged first half. What even
Yeah, we're
happened?
settled down now. We're settled down.
Yeah,
we're
Settle
good.
down.
We're good.
We don't do anything wild and crazy.
Jay got a new bottle of new color.
I did.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
color this time? What color?
It's
Never mind. I don't
Red.
want to know anymore. It's piss.
Oh, it's the
Oh,
same
okay.
one. It's
the same one.
It's red.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
red.
You know,
That's
red.
why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
It happens sometimes. Happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a mailbag or something, I think, right?
did.
Let's get up. Let's. It's time for the mailbag.
It's mailbag time. If you got a mailbag question, you can send it to us over at our website, AniProPod.com/mailbag, or our Discord. This one comes from our Discord. It comes from friend of the podcast, Zero's producer, Son. I've been hearing a lot of discourse about the Crunchyroll Awards. Ooh, have you? Was Solo Leveling beating out Free Rent that big of a deal? I watched and enjoyed both. I'm sure you did, Zeros, because you have awful taste.
That's
just coming right out of the gate saying that, like,
comes from the top rope and just destroys a guy's taste. Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
This is our delightful friend. This is our delightful friend.
I feel like Mike and I are currently like holding Cole back because he's like, let me at him.
There's no way you liked both of them. No, I mean,
and you just called the guy who said he watched Free Run he said he has bad taste, which is just
and liking Free Run.
No, it's mostly the other side of the coin. But whatever, I was joking. Clearly.
So short answer to you, Zeros. Looking right at you, buddy. Looking right at you.
Oh
no, it's not that big of a deal. But you know what? You know what's not fun? Not making a big deal of things. You know what is fun? Making a big deal of things. That's why. Okay.
Exactly.
So it's really at the end of the day, who cares? But it's kind of a big deal because Solo Leveling season 1 was like. Oh, frankly, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Solo Leveling. I would say of season 1 and season 2. And season 1 was quite middle of the road. It got strong towards the end, but like, I genuinely think to myself, like, okay, so it's expert votes, and the experts couldn't differentiate between season 1 and season 2. Season 2 was airing while they were voting, and it's obviously it swayed the vote, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I even said that during our predictions video.
Yeah,
and again, like, not to do it, but like, these experts should be able to like tell the difference between like an average like shonen type story and like a very well constructed story.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, like, I don't agree with the argument, and I feel like we've argued about this before, but I don't agree with the argument that very philosophical and deep in meaning anime must win Anime of the Year. I don't agree with that.
No.
Full stop.
But if it's well acted and well animated,
Free Run is. Yeah.
and also that.
See,
and it has hype
Free
fights.
Run kind of has like all that sauce and more, because like and I feel like Free Run does more aura farming literally than Sung Jin Woo does.
Yeah. Free Run kills aura
in the few times that aura. Yeah. But like, you get
that last battle in Free Run. Oh
yeah, Free Run definitely farms aura as well. That's hard to say.
Aura farms aura, but like
farms aura.
But like, she literally kills aura.
Yes.
Ha 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 ha
ha ha ha. Jay, ever so funny with your puns, Big Daddy Jay.
Big Daddy, tell me more puns.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. For me, I don't care that much because I don't put a lot of stock into it.
No, I mean, like ultimately, who cares? But Mike, you said it. It is more.
I did
fun.
say it.
It is more fun to make.
And if I owned a company and I had my own award shows, which I paid millions of dollars to produce, you're damn well right. I'm giving the anime that I also produced Anime of the Year over something else.
Yeah.
If I had the possible, like, deniable plausibility that I could do it, and people would be like, that doesn't seem right, but it's not clearly rigged.
Unfortunately, you own a small company that does not produce anime, but we also produce.
I would nominate you guys for Best Podcast Host of the Year awards, and I'd give it to all of you.
That's nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, neither would I. I was making you guys feel good about yourselves.
Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of it, like, I feel like a lot of it also could have been damage control, because like I feel like the Free Run fans did get upset. I feel like the Solo Leveling fans would have been like 2,000 times more upset.
That's true. Yeah.
If Solo Leveling didn't win.
No, and did we talk about it last week where like the conspiracy of it is like they just want people to talk about the anime awards?
Yeah.
Crunchyroll awards.
Yeah.
I genuinely think that like that's why they do this, where they give like awards to the ones that sometimes are like the more controversial ones. It just we're talking about it for 2 weeks in a row on this podcast.
Yeah.
They've succeeded. They've won. They won,
Jay. They won.
Yeah.
And you know who didn't win?
Yeah.
Who?
Aston Martin again. Obviously.
Classic.
They just
Classic.
keep losing.
Well, don't worry. They'll get their flowers, Cole. One day.
Well,
one day.
Are those flowers fragrant?
No, I can't smell them.
They're not real.
They're usually fake.
Yeah,
but they'll have a nice bottle of champagne.
Well, you know what? We do have
where
a
they
manga.
awkwardly spray it on each other and then don't drink it.
Yeah, what a waste. It's probably really expensive too.
Well, you know what?
Sorry,
we
Jay, go
do
ahead.
have a manga to review that
Stop interrupting, Jay.
is appropriately titled Cole. If you could tell me what the title is.
Jay, why do you keep doing this to me? The fragrant flower blooms with dignity.
Nice.
Jay
well
does
done.
not bloom with dignity. He blooms with malice.
Malice and spite are what make a J.
Yeah,
Jay blooms with malice.
yeah, we're gonna be
The
reviewing
fragrant J blooms with malice.
The pungent Jay.
Oh no.
The pungent J blooms with malice. The pungent J withers with malice. Wilts with malice.
Wilts with malice. There
Got
you
him.
go.
Got him, Jay. We got Jay.
Got it.
Good job,
Let's
Jay.
let Jay act.
Good
Okay,
job,
Jay,
Jay. You got Jay.
We're gonna stop interrupting you now, as of this moment,
Yeah, right now. Okay.
Yeah.
right now.
So yeah, we're gonna be reviewing the Fragrant Flower Blooms the Dignity, nominated by who.
Is there an owl in here?
What is happening?
Someone will get that, and if you do, I see you. I see you. Good job.
I see you.
did it.
When you're sleeping.
That person's
did it.
not me. To be completely clear
To
and
be
transparent
clear.
with you. Now let me be clear.
Now let me be clear. It's not
That person's
me.
not me. It's not Cole. It might be you, but it's not me.
It ain't me. If it's you, please explain it to me. Yeah, please explain it to me.
Anyway. This is a manga nominated by me. I nominated this manga.
Who? Good for you.
And
Woo!
there's an anime coming out this summer, and I felt like what better time to review the manga than right now. So just for like a quick background on, well, quick background on this
Hello?
manga. It is a 2021 manga, and it's basically about
Jay,
yeah,
let's
yeah.
here.
Let's
here's
just
what I'm
take
gonna
a
do.
breath. I know you love this manga. You need to let's gather our composure.
All right, yeah. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're definitely not going to interrupt you. Nobody's going to interrupt you right now.
I'm
Okay,
going to be
Jay?
interrupted. This is
Okay,
going to
Jay?
happen the whole
Okay, here we
episode,
go.
I promise.
Here we go. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Jay.
But yeah,
Take it away, Jay.
yeah, it's about
Take
two
it
rival
away.
Enough, Cole. No more. Cease.
Cole?
Desist.
I'm going to have to ask you to sit in the corner.
Yeah,
I'm
please
done.
do.
I'm done.
No, you're not.
Time
So
out.
yeah, this manga is about two rivaling schools, with a boy named Rintaro who kind of is seen in a certain light, kind of like as a delinquent when he's not that. And he looks very lowly on himself because like he can't really make friends.
Mm-hmm.
And one day, Kikyo High, which is a prestigious, prestigious all girls school, that kind of like butts heads with Chidori, the school that Rintaro goes to.
Mm-hmm. It's like the classic trope of like these two schools
Yeah.
hate each other.
It's
And
the
other
classic Romeo
trope
and
of-
Juliet setup.
It's Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah. And it's the other classic trope of this anime character looks like a yakuza, so
Yeah.
therefore he's scary and has no
Therefore, he's
friends.
scary.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
Ryujin from Toradora.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And he meets so on his way back from he goes home, which is a cake shop, and he meets a girl there, Karuko, who really likes the cakes, and they meet and they hit it off until the next day, where he opens the curtain to his classroom with Kikyo on the other side, and he sees, oh my god, the girl that I just hit it off with yesterday is at that school.
Who could have seen that coming?
Oh,
Yeah.
and they all hate us. Oh my god! But now
And
she's gonna
chapter
hate
1.
me. Yeah.
And chapter 1.
And
What
chapter
I love
1.
I love that about manga, how like chapter 1 always has to be like 50, 60 pages and always has to end on a what?
Yeah.
This is what this is about.
Yeah.
Get it?
I love that. Like unironically, like
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
yeah.
get it.
So
Good job, good summary though, Jay. That's like
yeah.
that's actually is very apt. Like it's basically about like it's very much about like becoming people accepting each other for who they are and like how friendships
it's a
blossom
very
and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a very thoughtful coming of age story of like kids growing up.
Definitely. Yeah. Very wholesome. Very wholesome.
Very, very wholesome in Iyashikei. In how it is. So as we do at at the start of all of our reviews, we talk about like how long it took for us to read. We read the first 3 volumes, which was in this case 21 chapters. So I'm gonna start with Mike over here because he's to my far left. How long? When did you start it, and how long did it take for you to finish?
So this one, curiously, I started it today on my lunch break. And I finished it frantically right before we started recording. So that's
very good. That's a good way to do a manga review. Frantically.
I think frantically. I didn't rush through it, but I was kind of like looking at the clock a little bit. I finished at we started recording I think at 7. And I finished I think at 6:52 or something like that.
Is that why you wanted to record late?
It was part of it. But like, if you look at see these eyes.
I see
these
them.
eyes. They be sleepy.
These eyes, real lies.
Yeah. But Cole, how long did you take to finish this? Because I think I don't want to get the cat out of the bag, but Jay, this is a reread for you, I believe.
Yeah. 2 spurts for me. Basically half and half. I anticipated it. As usual, I anticipate the manga reading to be a slog, and then it ends up being good. Go figure.
I always expect the worst, and then...
I always expect the worst manga, and then it turns out that my friends do actually have decent taste, and I'm surprised every time.
We're going on like 4th year, and Cole's just still like, how's this keep happening?
Whoa, how do they keep doing it?
How? Wait, their taste is like... So hold on, when they recommend things to me, like they actually like genuinely think I'll like this. I thought they were just
keep getting away with this, guys.
Those ignoramuses pick good things.
So yeah, it was basically two sittings. Yeah. I think I started Tuesday, skipped Wednesday because I watched the hockey game, and then finished it last night. So yeah, easy read for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And Jay, obviously, this was a reread for you.
This is a reread. Sorry?
Easy reread?
Oh, very easy reread. I started this Sunday at work. Finished it after work Sunday evening.
Like you finished the final chapter? Yeah.
Yes, Jay did send us his topics of discussion, his thoughts quite early.
Yeah. Well, I knew Jay was excited for this one, and I have a point right at the very end that we're going to make a little reference to Jay's history with this one a little bit here. Yeah, and it's an interesting one. I'm curious to see our thoughts on it for sure.
Yeah.
Well, Jay, what's next?
We'll find
what
out.
Do we talk about next?
So if someone were coming into this, what kind of person would you recommend this to? Like, what things would you compare it to? How would you recommend this?
What kind of person would I recommend this to?
Like if
somebody like a good friend of mine who always wears a ReZero hat. His name's Jay. He hosts a podcast with me and my other friend Mike. That's who I would hypothetically recommend something.
But
like
what would you compare it to? Like another manga? Like if you were to be like, okay, you should read this. It's like.
So I think of Jay. Like, what is my hypothetical friend Jay like?
Right.
The first thing that comes to my mind is Horimiya, obviously. Horimiya.
Okay.
Is like the major clear.
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't even think of it at all. So I'm
no. Oh, that was like the first thing that came into my head. Yeah, Horimiya.
Because mine I thought was clear and obvious too, but I want to hear your reasoning here a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just kind of again, the guy is kind of like more than meets the eye. He's like a transformer in that sense, you know. He's like a robot in disguise.
Yeah,
there's more to him than meets the eye.
Right.
And the girl is kind of like a little more preppy, a little more like happy-go-lucky.
Okay.
Just kind of like more. Again, like everybody has more to them than like the initial like
They have layers.
They got layers like an onion, like
they're
an ogre.
like they're deep characters with
like they're deep characters, and that's what Horimiya has going for it. I just hope that this has a better anime adaptation than Horimiya does.
Oh, Cole with the shots fired.
Fired.
But as far as me, Cole, I thought mine was quite clear and obvious as well too. This one reminded me a lot of a little manga that we've all are familiar with called Rent a Girlfriend.
Really?
No, I'm just memeing.
No, that's not. You wrote something else down.
I know. I did. Unironically, it did remind me of Rent a Girlfriend a little bit. But no, the one I actually suggested is like the one that clearly, obviously jumped out to me is a silent voice.
And again, like you said you didn't think of mine. I didn't think of a silent voice.
So yeah, when I thought of a silent voice, I thought of kind of scary main protagonist that has problems making friends. He has lots of self-esteem issues. And then the cute girl who's there's like kind of reasons why there's like things are difficult between them. And then kind of like they start to like, they clearly like each other. And then they have to get over all these other surrounding factors to get together. This moves a lot faster than most manga like that. But that's the one I thought of. Jay, which one did you think of? As a recommendation.
I did think about Horimiya, but the other one, which I think might be a bit more relatable to our listeners because we did a review of it, is Blue Box. Just like the very shonen romance thing with like a well-paced budding relationship. And interesting drama behind it. I'd say this is a lot handles the drama side of it a lot more maturely than Blue Box does. But I think like if you're into like the romance thing and the shonen romance thing, this and you like Blue Box, it would probably...
It feels very shonen, not horny romance, is what I describe this as. Because there's like two genres of shonen romance. There's the horny and the not horny. This is the cute version.
I could see this being, like, if you tweaked it just a little bit, becoming a shoujo manga.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
Yeah.
That's a good take though, Jay, because I literally described this manga to Shazana when she was asking me about it. I said, just think of like if a silent voice and Blue Box kind of had a kid. It's sort of what this is to me a little bit.
Yeah. That's good. That's and that kid's name was Horimiya, and then that had a kid. Its name was
and then it was like a grandkid twice separated.
But anyway, moving on. So like we do with all of our reviews, we all collectively come together with different thoughts on the manga. So we're gonna start off with our thoughts here on this manga. And I feel like the best way to start off is just kind of like defining what we thought like this manga was trying to do. So like the first thought here, did you think that this manga was primarily a slice of life or a drama? Kind of like why?
Yeah.
Why?
Mike, this was your thought?
This is my thought.
So like where do you fall on this? What do you think this is?
Oh, okay. Way to make me answer my own question.
Yeah.
I was reading and I was kind of like what is if I had to pick a genre for this one, because it kind of rides the line quite well between the two of those, I would say. And this one, unlike our last we did a review recently and I remember it having lots of different genres.
Gotcha.
This one definitely was it Gachiakuta? That doesn't feel right to me.
Beyond the Boundary?
Slope?
Beyond the Boundary. The Boundary felt like it had lots of genres. Yeah, my brain's not working. This one's very clearly just two to me, and these are the two. And to me, I think it's more of a... I feel like it's a slice of life that has dramatic elements to it, I think is how I'd come down on it.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I think it's a romance.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, I agree with what you if I was to assign one of those two. It's I think it's more slice of lifey than dramatic. The drama is just kind of on top of the slice of life elements.
It's like the icing on the cake.
Like it's these kids, they're kind of living their lives, figuring out how to like be friends with each other and how to navigate relationships at that time of life. And then let's sprinkle a little intrigue on top. You like that? You like that intrigue? You like that intrigue, Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
I
like
think
that
we're
intrigue.
all. I think we all kind of side on the same side of this. Then, slice of life with dramatic elements. But I mean, yeah, clearly,
Like it's
a
definitely a
romance
very
manga,
it's definitely a very character focused piece. Like and if that is what you consider drama, then like I would lean that into drama. But like I get the slice of life thing where like it's not like nobody's melodramatic. Like all the drama kind of stems from like a realistic reaction to something happening.
Yeah. Lots of internal drama.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. Like it's a lot more man versus self, and it causes the characters to learn and grow from it.
Physically. They physically grow.
They physically grow.
Yeah. I looked at the most recent chapters and I can't believe how big they are.
They grow one foot every chapter. And eventually they're like gigantic.
Yeah.
The one thing that they do frequently use like the even on the cover of the first volume, like the main character there, Rintaro, standing next to the main girl there, Karuko. It's like they do use actually the size difference between them a lot in the visuals. I did notice that as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's the dichotomy between the two of them. It's a striking image. It's that classic trope, big scary looking guy, little cute girl. It's like an anime trope.
Yeah. And like speaking of like the character designs and the art, how did we feel about that artistic direction? Like were there any notable moments that really struck you or anything?
For me, like nothing really struck me specifically. Like I think this is very serviceable. I enjoy the character designs, obviously. Like I really like the main girl, Karuko. She's very cute, obviously. She's always very smiley and like that. I understand how like the main character Rintaro like kind of is like smitten with her. Yeah, being so happy and go lucky and the manga does a good job of kind of portraying that. But like I don't know, it's not an action manga, so like I don't know what I'm expecting. Like it's very cute and that's what it's going for, and it does a good job of that.
I will say like it is very cute, but there was one moment like it does like accentuate those cute moments really well, but there were also those moments, and there's this one that I'm thinking of in the park. This one scene, I don't want to give it away. But there's a character that says something that's like very heavy and the lines get like very bold and like kind of like it reminded me of that panel from Tokyo Ghoul. I think Mike might know what I'm talking about, where like Kaneki says like I am a ghoul, and like it's not that dramatic or as like insane as that, but like for the moment that it was trying to portray, it kind of did the same thing where like it really portrayed that like darkness within coming out.
Yeah. And I feel like manga like this. Yeah. I feel like manga like this, like they live and die. Like this specific genre lives and dies on like those reaction panels that like people like Jay go to our Discord and they post and they go, OMG, this panel. And then like, I feel like that's what this manga is like built for, is like, look how cute she smiles at the end of this chapter. Here's the panel. Yeah. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Or like, yeah, like the one in the park where that one character has like a full breakdown and you're like, look at this. Oh my God, I'm weeping openly. Sores are coming from my eyes. And like, I feel like that was, Jay said that. My eyes are open sores and they're weeping is what he says.
Blood everywhere. Yeah. I got to get a bottle to soak it up.
I felt like this one, how do I put this? I feel like it stood out to me how often it used that trope of having the big, like there'd just be like normal panels and all of a sudden there's the page flip and there's just that girl smiling. And it's like, I feel like it almost overused that trope a little bit where I was like, oh, okay, she's smiling again. And like, I don't know that I got sick of it, but it just kind of was like, oh, it's there again. And
Yeah.
The art is good, and I definitely enjoyed it. But like that was one thing I noticed. I was like, oh, okay, it's doing that a lot. It's doing that.
Yeah, there is kind of a trope where like she'll like look almost sad, and then like flip into like very cinnamon rolly, to the point where I don't know where this manga's going. Obviously, I only read the
I know where you're going with this.
22 chapters. It feels like there's like some dark secret going on. But like there's other than just like the way that they're drawn, there's not really any hint of that other than with like one character, but like they kind of just out and out say like she was bullied as a kid because she had different hair or whatever. Like this show or this manga kind of like wears everything on its sleeve, so to feel like there's kind of this like dark underpinning of something underneath it, I don't know. Did you guys feel that too, or was that just me?
I mean, I'm also caught up.
So maybe Jake shouldn't speak on it, but yeah, I definitely know what you're talking about, Cole, because I don't know if they're doing it just for like dramatic tension, but yeah, they definitely like teasing you with the idea that there's some darkness to the main girl, even though the main character says many times, and they show you many times, she's always smiling so beautifully, so big and smiley. But they do like to show her, oh, she seems sad. There's just sadness behind that smile.
Why are you so sad? Why are you so sad? Oh, you're happy now. Okay.
Oh, no, I'm happy now. Too. Okay. Yeah. And then she's sad again. And you're like, wait, why are you so sad? You're usually, okay, you're happy again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So Jay's holding back because I'm sure he knows whether or not. Well, he does know whether or not we're on base with this, but that's definitely like it's foreshadowing it. Whether or not it's just like a delusion, a diversion that's taking us away, or it's just. I suspect there's a darkness that we're going to find out.
Or we're so used to that trope where we just read too much into it, right? That could be.
It's possible too. We could be in the character because the other reason when I was talking about how like it seems like she smiles a lot, or like the one thing Cole's brought up before that I like is you sometimes have to think of what you're looking at through the eyes of the protagonist, and the protagonist is not a very self-assured fella, and he would see her make like just a normal face and be like, oh no, she's upset.
That's true.
So right? Yeah. Something like that does stand out to me. And he would also notice all the time she smiles brightly because it's like a thing, right? So that there's a justification there for it. It's just, as the reader, I can't help but notice these things, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys realize, I am not Rintaro Tsumeki, okay?
No?
I'm Mike.
I thought that was you. I thought that was
Mike Gritty Gundam.
I thought that was literally you.
No. What's our...
I thought that was you for real.
Thing there, Jay.
Yeah. So we were talking about like tropes and like things that it falls into, but like what does this manga do differently? Is there anything that it does differently at all? Or Cole?
Me.
Yeah.
Me.
I picked Cole.
Not to like play my next thing that I want to talk about, but this manga, I love it for not doing bullshit. Like it doesn't take drama and just drag it out forever. These characters do stuff that's realistic. They're not like, oh, what if I don't want to do this because that might happen, but they just out and out say how they're feeling, and they do conflict resolution. It's great for that. Everybody feels like a real person, not a comic book character that I want to jump into the page and strangle. Yeah. Everybody feels very realistic in this, and I think that it does a very good job of that, and it should be commended for that.
Yeah. And I think that that's one of the big things that launched this manga into its popularity was like it felt so refreshing that like none of the drama was like overblown or overdone, and like everyone just kind of like everyone kind of just like was like, okay, no, I'm gonna like be a human now and talk about what's going on.
I could see someone making the argument that it almost gets resolved too quickly sometimes. That like maybe they could drag it out just a touch longer because it does feel
for
like
narrative reasons. Sure, I could see that.
It does feel like sometimes things get resolved
Mike,
very quickly and neatly.
That is a very good question, or that is a very good thing to bring up.
Good point. Very good thought.
I actually did not read ahead, to be honest with you. Sorry, but like as far as tropes, Jay, I do think this manga, it does the thing, and I where it uses a lot of tropes. There are a lot of tropes in this. There's like the one where the little shy girl is actually super bubbly. She's also is a person who eats a lot, eats the most because she's little. Get it? It's funny.
It's funny. Yeah.
The big scary looking dude's actually a sweetheart. There's two schools that are rivals, but there's two people who love each other in the opposite schools. It has all the like almost every trope in the book is in this. It has the one dude who's like super happy and cheery, but he's also like a super badass fighter.
Yeah.
And it's got like every trope, but somehow you don't get sick of the tropes when you're reading it. They're all like they're handled. They're still very tropey, but like they're done in a way where it's like, oh yeah, I get the reference. I understand this character. I know a little bit more about him. That's how I like when I think tropes are sometimes seen as a bad thing. And in this case, I think they use them properly where it just, it lets you understand a character more deeply without having to explicitly show. You're like, oh, okay, I've seen this trope before. I get it. I know what that guy's about. And then until it shows you more, you can you build this little bit of headcanon about it. You're like, oh, that dude's really strong, but he's like a good friend and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And I think that's an interesting use of him. Jay, take it away.
Yeah. I think Cole kind of nailed what I thought about this manga in terms of what makes it different. I love how it doesn't beat around the bush and make me go like just like that a lot of people have problems with different stories where they're like this would be so much shorter if everyone just like sat in a room and had a conversation.
Rent a girlfriend.
There's a podcast I used to listen to where they would call it like a trope of like just like they called it like a post-it note trope or something like that. Like just leave a note. Just like put it, write down what's happening on a post-it note and just like leave it for that other person. Where like, this does that basically. Like they will talk and resolve their conflict. And,
and I feel like
they literally, it's great.
Like I feel like the biggest issue that happens in this manga remains mainly because the main character is too nice for his own good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
he's too like not nice, but like lets people he's too worried about like
what
being nice.
Think. Yeah.
Where like he often comes off as like rude.
Yeah.
Because he's like too in his own head about like, oh, I want to be like a nice guy.
He's like me for real.
He's like me
he's kind of like
real.
Both of you because I feel like you guys both do that where you're like so worried about what someone will think and then it's like they're not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Good character writing. It's good character writing there because there's a lot of people reading this that are just like that. So good on
But as Mike alluded to, these problems do get resolved quickly, but like, do they get resolved too quickly?
There's an argument for it. Like Mike kind of brought it up, like from a narrative standpoint. Yeah, maybe. Cause like the more quickly they get resolved, the more quickly you have to get to another thing. And I could see that becoming grating over time where it's like, okay, like here's a problem, 2 chapters later, it's resolved. Here's a problem, 2 chapters later, it's resolved. Here's a problem, 2 chapters later, it's resolved. And it's like, oh my God, these people's lives is so dramatic.
Yeah.
They're really good at solving the drama, but like they gotta move.
But like they keep going through all these things.
They gotta go somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I was going with it too, Cole. I was like, I could see if it continues with this pace, like this pacing that it has currently, I could see that getting old pretty quick. I suspect it probably gets into some longer arcs as it goes along, but
not really like I guess character arcs, but like most of the like quickly solved problems are just like bumps that they have to get through because they're all going to eventually become friends.
I guess like the main drama is like the will they won't they of it, which doesn't get resolved quickly, but like it feels good in this because like they're realistically progressing and they're not like, I wonder if she likes me. Like they kind of both know. They're just kind of like progressing through a relationship as like 2 kids.
They do a little bit of that, but like in like the believable sense where it's not just like we've said before, they don't drag it out like too unnecessarily. If anything, like they probably could benefit from doing it a little more. I would make the argument if they,
it's the polar opposite of, well, I guess the polar opposite would be like Horimiya of Rent a Girlfriend.
Where like they just
they become
immediately
like a couple like instantly.
Yeah, this is like that other side of the spectrum where it's like you can tell like
they let it breathe a little bit.
It's progressing realistically, and yeah, like it doesn't feel unsatisfying when they're not like just kiss.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
There is a nice balance there.
Mm-hmm.
Toradora, I always think of it like strikes a nice balance of like progressing through the romance while not dragging it out too much. Yeah, even though it's 24 episodes where they drag it out. But I know what you mean. Yeah, like it feels real. Stuff happens all the time. Yeah. It feels legit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I also think that like nope, I lost it. All right, moving on.
Move on.
It's gone.
But like speaking of like the romance and that, how did we feel about the relationships in this manga? From the romance to like the friendships and the familial relationships and things like that. Like were they did you like how that all came together? Did you think that there were problems with the relationships or like what?
I think that they all worked quite well. I would say like I suspect that there's like the ones that I want more of, I suspect I'll get more over time, and it's kind of alluded to that. The only thing that it suffers from in the beginning is that like there's a lot of characters introduced very quickly. So I feel like I want more than just the main two characters, and it just suffers from having such a big cast so quick that you kind of can't form deep relationships. Like, cause you got the mom, you got the love interest. I'm just speaking from the role of the protagonist here. You got all three of his best friends there. You've got the love interest best friend there. I'm missing a couple, I think. But like it's like all of these things happen in just like we only read 20 chapters, right? So
yeah,
it's hard to have that much development happen right away. But I suspect the longer you get along, this manga is rated really highly. So obviously,
I was going to say, Mike, there's this little thing called the rest of the manga that if you read it, it'll actually give you more development for all these characters.
But usually they would introduce the characters at not such a breakneck pace. And this one just it goes the route of introducing them all to start, and then you'll learn
about it
after.
Yeah. I like the relationships and everything, obviously. The characters in it are quite tropey. You know, you got the like really like cold best friend who like, you know, doesn't care about his friends, but like he does, you know, he plays like he doesn't. You got like like Mike brought him up, the bubbly friend who secretly is like badass and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, he's super strong.
Yeah, and then on the other side, you've got her best friend who's like an ice queen kind of thing, but like secretly, no, she's just like, you know, that's her defense mechanism.
She's a little cinnamon roll.
She's a little cinnamon roll. Everyone's a goddamn cinnamon roll in this goddamn manga.
They are. This is very cinnamon roll. It's a 6-pack of cinnamon rolls. This manga.
And you're sitting there and you're eating them all. You're gonna like it.
Licking the icing off your fingers.
Yeah, and the mom's good too, and everybody's good. Like everybody is like supportive. And there's nobody who is like a toxic person in this friend group or anything, or even in this group of characters, period. Everybody's just
everyone's just super nice to each other. And like, I feel like that I could see that being an issue someone has where everyone's just like too nice to each other.
A little bit. I think they kind of remedy that a little bit by having like external mean people. So you kind of don't get this, because like one issue that I have with some things like this where it's like, oh, everyone in this world is just like the absolute nicest person ever to exist. That doesn't feel really believable. But this one, at least, like this friend group and everyone around this dude is super nice. But it seems like a lot of the people outside of that group aren't super nice. So I feel like that at least makes it like, oh, it's just you just happen to have a group of really nice people. He's just
keeping the nice people close.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I think I do that.
Yeah,
like I think we all do that, right?
We're very mean to you.
No, but I enjoy your guys' company, you know. So like, of course, he would have like friends that are nice to him, right? And like, there's people outside of my friend group who are jerks, and I don't like them. You know who you are.
Yeah, get out of here.
I also just like I enjoy more so for the protagonist in these early chapters, but it shows for everyone else later on how like they all kind of assist in each other's development as characters and as people. In like how they talk to each other, like things that they say and like the support that they give. It's kind of, and like it's alluded a bit more with the mom later, like at the trail end of 21. Like how supportive she is for Rintaro, but like she's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, she's pretty good. She's pretty good.
Yeah, she's good mom.
Yeah,
so
good mom.
I liked her little arc there where she, or not even, just her little explanation of why she wasn't worried or whatever. I thought that was very nice and sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, and like it kind of alludes to it about like why he dyed his hair, but like that whole arc was
the whole thing.
So nice. Yeah.
Little
which is like one or two more chapters past it.
Yeah.
Did you cry?
I did.
Did you cry again?
The first time I did.
He cried.
He cried again. He was sitting in the back at work reading it.
I guess important question. Are you continuing to reread it, or are you just going to reread the 3 volumes of that movie?
I might. I don't know. This has been a really interesting reread. Just because like I've been picking up on like little things that has been before, like little foreshadowing things that I was like, oh,
confirmed. There's foreshadowing, Cole.
I didn't notice that. Or like, oh, I didn't notice that.
Go figure. A story has foreshadowing.
A story has foreshadowing. What is even going on?
Yeah, they're not just bumbling around.
Yeah. So Cole, you're gonna need to help me on this one because this is one that you sent in, and
I mean, we kind of talked about this already, though.
No,
like,
I think
basically,
he's talking about the last sentence.
If feels plot more realistic.
Cole went caveman on this point. That's funny.
It feels like the plot. What? Oh, it feels a lot more realistic.
Oh,
is what I was trying to say. Yeah.
Okay. What he wrote was, I love how the characters don't just bumble around, but actually take chances with each other in their relationship. If feels plot more realistic.
Yeah. That's it should read, it feels a lot more realistic.
Okay.
Which again, we kind of talked about this already. Yeah. Like the characters don't just like fumble around like they would in like a lesser romance manga. They actually like, talk about their feelings and like they even come out and say like, no, I want to hang out with you. Like I enjoy hanging out with you. Like, could you imagine? Could you imagine like just being like forward and
imagine
saying,
just like saying like, no, I like I'm your friend. I like being your friend.
Yeah, let's be friends. Yeah,
I think you guys have literally said that to me before in the past.
Like, I think that's how we became friends with you.
We're still waiting. We're still waiting for you to accept our friendship invitation.
He won't.
Yeah.
But we kind of talked about foreshadowing. You guys kind of gave a little bit of predictions for what's going to happen going forward. I can't really talk about it because I already know.
Yeah.
But what did you guys? What do you guys think is going to happen in the manga after having read these 3 volumes? What do you think is going to happen next?
This question. I always like this question when we do these manga reviews.
Yeah.
And then like I think it's pretty clear that there's going to be both of the characters have some sort of like dark backstory to them that we're going to dive into deeply. And I think there's going to be a point where they reveal a la Quintessential Quintuplets that our main guy there did something to save our girl in the past and that's why she's so infatuated with him. That's probably what I would describe as like probably the biggest arc is 2 secretly sad people fall in love and then they find out that they were in love for longer than they thought.
The destiny. Well, I think this manga is not about the will they won't they, so my prediction would be like will they will. And then it moves on to kind of developing more of those not side characters, but like peripheral characters, the rest of the friend group, stuff like that. Maybe other characters get introduced as well down the line. I mean, that would be my big prediction. Like, I think there's probably only a few more chapters before they become like an official couple, and they're like, "Do you want to be my girlfriend?" And then she's like, "You want to be my boyfriend?" And then they become girlfriend.
How many current chapters are there here, Jay?
100 something. 152.
Sound right? Okay. Cole, prediction of when they declare their love for each other.
40.
We don't. To be clear, we don't know that they do. I'm gonna say 40 or 50. Yeah, it does feel like one where they get it out of the way early.
It's not the important part. Like it's kind of the opening thing, and it's very cute.
It's the hook. It's the hook.
It's the hook that gets you, and then it's the drama that keeps you in. Jay,
now Jay, tell us exactly what happens. Spoil the rest of them. No,
okay. Well, you see, for my prediction. This has a Cloverworks anime coming out this summer. So, like, what do I and you guys, because I can actually talk about my predictions now, because we're talking about the anime. Right. What do we think that this anime is going to be like?
To be clear, you submitted that last point. So you submitted a point that you were not allowed to talk on.
Yeah, I did.
Just wanted to be clear. Wanted to be clear.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was asking, like, the point was to ask you guys, what did you guys...
I do like the question.
Cloverworks, eh? Cloverworks.
Cloverworks is doing this anime in fall.
This is probably going to be ass. This is probably going to be straight ass. Right? Like, Cloverworks doesn't make good anime. Like, it's
especially not like good romance slice of life stories, right?
It's not like they literally did Horimiya or My Dress Up Darling or Bunny Girl Senpai. Oh, wait, 2 of those are coming out this summer. Oh, God.
Yeah, it's not like they did Bocchi the Rock, one of my favorite anime ever.
Yeah, it's not like this manga is like basically specially picked to be a Cloverworks anime. Like this just like I feel like if we would have done this discussion 2 years ago and been like, what's your dream studio for this manga? As a question,
we would have unanimously said
we would all say Cloverworks because that's what this is.
Because some stupid KyoAni.
Well, no, KyoAni wouldn't be wrong either.
No, KyoAni wouldn't be wrong.
Both correct. One of them is more correct.
Yeah. You know which one's not correct? Mappa.
I don't know. Mappa would probably do a
They did do Ranma and half well.
That's true, actually. Okay. There's no wrong answer.
Yeah. There is no wrong answer. All of these studios could do
the studio that did X-Arm. I don't want them anywhere near that.
They could do it. They could
probably do it. Imagine if this was like, oh no, the studio that did Momentarily Lily. What's that one?
Go Hands.
Go Hands. I don't know. I didn't. They did the Glasses Girl one. It would be crazy. It would be wacky.
It would be crazy. We'd have her circling around the bowl of cake.
Imagine her hair in that one, Jay.
Yeah, Jay. Imagine her hair in that one.
We'd have the camera literally like go into the cake and watch her from like the strawberry on top.
Oh God! But as far as Cloverworks, they're gonna Cloverworks is gonna do a good job of this. We can unanimously agree. Like it's not even a question. It's gonna happen. Like it's like the most Cloverworks manga.
I think that this is definitely going to be a show that at least one of us drafts. If not first round, then at least.
Cloverworks has some absolute bangers coming up. Like, it's absurd. Rascal Does Not Dream of Beans, apparently. My Dress Up Darling 2, Fragrant Flower, Spy Family Season 3, Bocchi the Rock Second Season. They're banger after banger after banger after banger.
To be real with you, how do you guys think, like, looking at summer 20, like, because summer this year is actually frankly stacked.
It is.
I haven't really looked at it.
Oh, it's crazy. It's got
it's a stacked season.
Dawn, Dress Up Darling, Kaiju number 8, Fragrant Flower, Gachi Akata, Sakamoto Days, Call of the Night Season 2, Summer Hikaru Died, Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, Grand Blue Season 2, Dr. Stone Science Future, City the Animation, Rent a Girlfriend Season 4, and just it's summer.
We didn't start the fire.
Let me go outside. Yeah. Let me go outside in summer. How about that? How about that, anime world?
No. They don't want us to touch grass. It's too hot outside. Stay inside.
I know. Yeah. I think this is probably, it's currently the number 4 most popular anime for summer. I think it's probably going to be in that range. I think it'll be. Yeah.
Probably.
I think that's probably where it'll land, honestly. Not to spoil my thoughts a little bit, but yeah.
I think it's going to be the blue box of this season.
I could see that. I could see a lot of people getting into it from like the first several episodes. People will be like, "This is peak. This is the best ever," and then I could see it kind of dropping off, kind of like Blue Box did.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And then like the real fans are still going to be like, "This is peak."
Yes, exactly.
Jay's gonna be.
Yeah. Jay's gonna be that
insufferable.
I'm gonna be annoying for an entire season.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Now, Jay, the last question here.
Yes.
I want to ask you.
Okay.
You love this manga. We knew this.
I do.
We knew this before. You did a YouTube video on it. Go check it out. Jay Garrison on YouTube.
I did. Yeah. That video is terrible. But anyway.
It's great.
No, it's not terrible. It's great.
It's not terrible. It's good. I totally watched it.
Yeah, Cole's very supportive as a friend. He's watching videos. But that's not the question here. The question is, you should watch Jay's videos. Everyone knows that. They're great.
Yeah. Don't be like me.
Jay Garrity on YouTube. This is one of your favorite manga. Did us as reviewers do it justice? Tell us what did we leave out? What did we do wrong?
Give it to us straight.
Yeah, give it to us. Feed it to us, baby Jay.
I think that
Or your
the
Daddy Jay
most
today.
important
Daddy Jay.
thing that people need to understand going into this manga is it's very focused on the characters and the character relationships, and I want to just hammer that home as much as I possibly can, that like this is a very character driven manga, and aside from that, we covered a lot of the bases, and I think for the most part, yeah, we did a pretty decent job that I could probably just talk about in
your final thoughts.
Yeah.
And I wanted to specifically commend you because I know that we've talked before on the podcast that like some of us are scared to nominate some of our favorite things on here because you don't want to just watch something you love get ripped apart before your eyes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're brave, sweet baby Jay. Or no, Daddy Jay. Daddy Jay, you were very brave today.
Yeah. I've grown up. I've grown up.
He's grown up. He's grown 3 sizes for now until I make you review Benny Girl Senpai and I tear it apart.
And then you both like it anyway and are like, okay, Jay's like actually right. What the hell?
Yeah, Jay's on.
No, I like Bunny Girl Senpai. It's good. It's just lesser Monogatari. That's all.
No.
Yeah.
It's different.
Sorry, Jay. Whatever. We're not talking about that.
Yeah. We'll get there when I make us review it.
What about what else do we have to talk about here, Jay?
Well, I think from there it's just final thoughts and rating. So I'm gonna do AniPro order this time.
Oh, me.
Because I made Mike go first last time.
Okay.
AniPro order I go last anyway. So
I see how it is. Then. So I guess I'm first then.
You are.
Good. Well, thank you. I like to do my final thoughts a little bit differently. I'm going to tell you my rating first, and then I'll talk through it. I would go strongly consider continuing. Consider it. Leaning towards tickles my jimmies. I really enjoy the way the characters interact with one another. There's no needless drama. Things get resolved fairly quickly in a realistic way. Like, of course, characters do I wonder what they think, but then they just kind of like ask, like, what do you think? And then it's fine. Good art too. Like, we've got cinnamon roll characters being cinnamon rolls. Gave me diabetes, unfortunately, but I'll figure that out. That's fine. And what else? Yeah, no, it's cute. It's a cute manga, full of cute characters doing cute things, and it gave me, made me question things in my life, like what are we doing here? Are we here only to suffer? Turns out, no, we read manga. That's what we do here. Yeah, no, I strongly consider. Doesn't quite tickle Jimmy's.
Left turn at the end there.
Doesn't quite tickle Jimmy's, I would say. Because it is, I don't want to say generic, but it is a little generic. Like, there's many manga that are like this, but this does it well. In terms of just kind of that shonen romance manga. This is up there for sure. So. Strongly consider it. Recommend it. Consider it. Yeah. Mike.
So I go middle in AniPro order, and Cole, I think you had a lot of great points. I think, frankly, you didn't say it all, but I don't know. I felt like this one. I have a hard time even thinking of like what I rate this one, to be honest with you, because it's like I had a hard time getting into it at the start. Just because it felt like there was a lot happening and like it felt very generic romance, but it did feel, then by the end, like I kind of understood a bit more of what Jay was talking about with like the character dynamics and stuff. So I think if you're a big fan of romance, there's definitely a lot to really like here. And it's definitely one of the better done and more realistic romances of the genre. But I'm not a massive romance guy, and I'm just not a massive like slice of life guy. I need more drama. I need more melodrama in my life. So like, is it for me? Probably not. Will I continue reading it? Probably, because I'm kind of curious to see where it goes from here, because it's set up some interesting stuff. Kind of like Cole, I'm tempted to give it a tickle my jimmies just because it's so beloved, but like, did it truly and honestly tickle my jimmies? I can't say that it did, but I would urge people, if you like romance, to strongly consider this. Honestly, like, I'm going to basically force Shazana to read this because I know she'd love it. And it's just not my cup of tea, but it is a very good cup of tea.
Bring in the chair. Yeah. Put
Shazana
in it.
Yep. Jay, take it away, Big Daddy.
I feel like it's kind of unfair to give my thoughts because we already all know how I feel about this manga.
No, this is your like moment to unabashedly gush.
Yeah, go ahead.
But
yeah,
I have read a lot of romance manga.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Arguably too much. And
I wouldn't even say arguably. Quantifiably.
And of all of the ones I've read, this one stood out to me as something that actually tried to not just portray an interesting romance, but also just like have interesting characters that grew up, that developed from point A to point B, and you get to watch all of these kids grow and become more, I don't want to say more complete versions of themselves, but like become more mature as the manga goes on. And I feel like if that appeals to you, you're gonna want to read this. It's a very well written coming of age story that just keeps me hooked every week.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in for just like shonen fights and that's your interest in manga, there's nothing here. Why are you even what are you even like tossing about?
For a battle manga, I thought this one was really weak.
Yeah. But for those of you who do like shonen romance and are looking for something a little bit more
good,
a little bit more good and thoughtful, this one's for you. And I'd say for those of you, I would certify it.
Yeah, nice. Yeah,
I feel like it's appropriate.
I'm glad
you went
with that.
Yeah.
And frankly,
actually, Jay, I'm glad that you took a stance on this one. Certify it. Yes, I like it. Good.
Exactly. And if you're wondering, has Jay read too much romance manga? I will leave this with you before we leave the episode.
He's done the research.
He's crunched the numbers.
He's crunched the
Jay,
numbers.
Here's your top 3 genres.
Yeah.
For manga on your Annie list. Okay.
Let's go.
Action.
Yeah.
You've read 285 action. Frankly, that's a lot. That's a lot of manga.
It's a lot of manga. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what if I told you you've read 391 comedy and that's your number 2 genre?
Checks out.
That's
most romance manga are also comedies, so yeah.
How much do you think you beat that by for romance?
Like 100, probably.
455. Good guess. Good guess. Yeah. Like solid 60 more. But yes, you've read almost 500 romance manga. That's obscene. That's a lot of manga.
I didn't know that there was 500 manga.
I was going to say that. I don't think I can name 500 manga.
To be fair, that probably is both manga, light novels, and manhwa.
Yes, it would be.
Yeah.
So
it would be including all of that.
Yeah.
Also, interestingly, it is not. Romance is your number 11th most highest rated manga.
There's a lot. There are a lot of stinkers.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that does make sense. Actually. Yeah.
And those are for trash. Those are for other kind of reading.
Yeah. One-handed reading, if you know what I mean.
And this is not including the ones that don't make Jay's Annie list.
It's the secret Annie list.
Yeah.
No, that's Mike. Mike is the secret Annie list.
No,
I think we
know. I think we know.
I think all 3 of us.
That's true. I do have a secret.
Try to find them.
Try to find it.
Yeah. We've got more reviews coming up. Our next manga review is going to be my manga suggestion. It's going to be Cosmos. And then after that, we've got One Dance, which was Mike's, and Kindergarten Wars. Kindergarten? Is that how you spell kindergarten?
Yeah.
I guess I've never spelled it before.
Kindergarten.
It's German.
Don't you know?
I know it's German.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
Get us out of here, Cole. Get us out of here.
Our anime reviews coming up. We've got Bloom Into You, Bang, Dream, It's My Go, It Invaded, and then our listener's choice is being tallied as we speak. So look forward to that. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of AniPro. If you liked it, why don't you leave a like, subscribe, tell a friend about us, whatever you do. That helps out the show. If you really like us, why don't you consider supporting us on Patreon like these lovely people. Mr. Family Guy 36, Elijah Wood, Braindead B-Dog, Peach, Frama, Kratos, Just Juz, Mogmog, Uncle of Light, Zaffron, and Mexi. By supporting us on Patreon, you get access to all sorts of perks, and it really helps out the show. We're also on social media at AniProPod, and please join our Discord community to keep up with us and other listeners. Links to everything is in the description, or to our website, AniProPod.com. Mikey, my friend, Daddy Mike, why don't you lead us in a round of bye-byes?
Well, as they say, I'm going to get us out of here. I've been Mike. He's been Jay. We watch anime, and that's Cole. And we all say, in unanimous decision of this round, of this United States fighting championship, we will all go together into this soft, cold night.
Mm-hmm. And we
holding
will
toes, and we will
rock you.
We will rock you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye?
Bye-bye!
Well, I wasn't confused by that at all. That made perfect sense.
What do you mean? Yeah.